host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the New York Jets and the Minnesota Vikings. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Cousins looking to put it up right away. Open here, Adam Thielen. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Play action now, Cousins. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Dalvin Tomlinson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Taking it about the 16. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of it. He's got a man, complete. And we'll be held down about the 30-yard line. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Now Hall to start the drive. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
A second down throw for Cousins. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Vikings! T.J. Hockenson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, caught at the 21. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Wilson. Under pressure, and down he goes. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Fielded at about the 28. Shreds him with a stiff arm. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. T.J. Hockenson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Wilson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And some room to maneuver. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Again, Wilson. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And check down, complete to Hall. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go play action with Wilson. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On the out route, he completes it to Hall. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. Now Wilson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 9 overall. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Nwangwu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. That is caught by Thielen. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Cousins on first down. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Cousins again. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The Lions move there. Look like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Well, the Vikings at 1-10 now on the year. And whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
Well, you know what they often say, winning breeds winning, but unfortunately, the flip side of that can be true as well, because this is a club in desperate need of a spark out of someone. A big play on offense, turnover, takeaway on defense, something to get them pointed in the right direction. They need it quickly.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Cook will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From the 6. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick.
He's got him in. Complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. On first down, Wilson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Wilson. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Wilson on first down. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Third and long, it's Wilson. He's going to air one out. And this one is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that. There he goes, left side. 20, 10. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. Throwing is Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. T.J. Hockenson on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taken from just outside the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lucine. And the Vikings are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Final play of the half, Cousins. And he's going to go down in the end zone. Cousins taken down for the safety. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Rolling to his right.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Play action. Now Wilson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
From midfield now, here's Wilson.
He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Just what they need, electric from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Play action. It's Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Vikings are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line.
Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach...
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Cousins throw pulled in by Jefferson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins.
He'll fire it deep for Rager.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
He's going to go up top again.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Jets are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Nwangwu now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, Is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game. Well, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. And here's Ryan Wright now, standing just outside his own goal line. $13 yards, the tally on the return there. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Wilson. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man complete. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 48 yards. They go play action now. Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy way into the 270 range. But boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and this is back down to a 7-point game.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within one score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
Nwogu now from his end zone.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is brought in at the 21. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing is Wilson. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and so they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there. That wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
On 2nd and 10, Cousins. It's complete to Cook. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got it at the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17.
Quinnen Williams, so hard to block, and he shows it that time, making the tackle for loss.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. His throw caught at about the 5.
And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Cook will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
To throw again on 2nd down, Wilson.
A throw to the flat for Carter.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. That one. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. There are two words that we hear
hear coaches say all of the time, one starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go play action. Cousins. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Cousins now to throw on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Vikings on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Cousins again. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From the 6. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Again on 2nd down. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. They go play action with Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And intercepted. Wilson spurred of the game. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Vikings add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. Joseph connects on the extra point,
and that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. To throw is Wilson. He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Now Wilson on first down.
And check down complete to Hall.
And he is going to lose yardage here. One last shot for Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were, and how about the day those defenders had, though? How many takeaways did they have? After counting after a while, they were clearly the better team, and their defensive effort, it led the way.
So for Minnesota, it's a second win now as they move to 2-10 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to...
It's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Photo for so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.